You need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things, and I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, with that incompletion, Charles, a big story, as it always is come January. Head coaching changes around the NFL. If you count the situations in Cleveland, in Green Bay, that's 8 openings all told.
And that's about the number people were starting to predict somewhere around midseason. I think out of all of them, the Marvin Lewis situation in Cincinnati, he had been there for 16 years. Many thought he might stay, but it seemed like it was a mutual deal where he decided to step down. But out of all of them, there may be one or two that may recirculate within the league.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Hey, kill. 12.
To throw is Breeze. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints are pouring it on. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Here's Foles. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Ready. We're waiting.
To throw, it's Brees. Catch here, left side, Thomas. A huge play there on the screen pass, and even 40 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Sammy! Left side.
On 1st and 10, here's Brees. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Now Brees. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dez Bryant, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. It's brought in left side by Tate. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Foles. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
Easy. Ready. You ready?
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Ready? You ready? Under. 12.
Breeze now to throw. Thomas barreling ahead. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
You got 4. Get ready. Yellow wavy. Kill. Here we go.
Breeze now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Dez Bryant, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Manti-Te'o able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eli Apple. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
On first down, Breeze looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now it's the backup Bridgewater. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And incomplete here on third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Breeze going to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Into the red zone. It's Breeze. He'll buy some time right. And his throw here's incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
11.
Breeze is looking to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And he missed it again. The fourth time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Now Foles. Caught right side tape. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following two negative plays. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the pressure gets to him again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
21. Ready for second.
Breeze going to throw here. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing now is Breeze. And he's going to go down again. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Get set. Ready.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Ready. We're waiting. Ready for check.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Be alert!
Here's Foles. This one complete to Sproles. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. That one looks like he'll throw here. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.